All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'Hashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. It's 144 at Kal Halal, Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shai, and Shabbat Shalom. All right, to you brothers out there that's doing the truth and all sincerity, risking your lives and freedom to do so, like Elder Malcolm says. All right, and you few listeners, all right, men, women, and children, okay, that are helps to the ministry, all right, and that are seeking your own salvation out, all right, through helps or doing whatever you can to help the body, all right, of the men that's doing the labor, the work, starting with our apostles of Great Millstone on down. But right here, this is a quick video. President Trump has threatened to crack down on protesters in Minneapolis. So this thing is heating up. All right, this guy, he wants to invoke the Insurrection Act, okay, which goes against, your so-called civil liberties, goes against the very said, the self-said, or the contract, the Constitution, Salakia, the Constitution, all right, that, they had in place to protect, your so-called civil liberties and everything like that, all right? So without further ado, I'm going to play this video. This is fair use, fair use, fair use. And it's not that long, and I'm going to get a couple scriptures, and that'll be it.
To say I'm fired up about...
Get the best care for your pet with Spot, America's favorite pet insurance. You can get up to 90% cash back on eligible vet bills. Spot plans covered over $65 million of eligible vet bills. With a
This one, guys, that would be the understatement of
5-star Forbes rating, Spot is trusted by thousands of pet parents.
I don't know what's
the
going
century.
on.
Kurt Warner is a member of the Pro
Spot made it so painful.
Football Hall of Fame's class of
It's easy for me.
2017.
Going into season
Satan, because it wasn't doing this when
captain of your Sens, Brady.
2,700.
when I
Good job,
played
welcome
it,
to Locked On Sender.
when I watched it the first time.
Most famous Chargers of all time.
Try Spot
yeah.
now.
Want to turn now to President Trump's threats.
Rest easy with our 30-day money-back guarantee.
Fuck is that? There it is. Oh man. Slacky. All right, Slacky.
To crack down on protesters in Minneapolis. The Pentagon has now put 1,500 U.S. troops on standby if the president invokes the Insurrection Act. Meanwhile, many local residents there continue to push back, accusing federal agents of excessive force, arbitrary arrests, and racial profiling. CBS's Ian Lee is in St. Paul today with the latest.
ICE out now! U.S. postal workers were among those marching to protest federal immigration officers Sunday.
We are fighting. We are resisting. We don't think this is right, and we are standing up to say no.
A day earlier, we were there as anti- and pro-ICE demonstrators clashed in the streets, including far-right organizer Jake Lang, a pardoned January 6th defendant.
Why are you out here today?
The replacement of white Americans by Somalians in Minnesota is a tragedy.
Over the weekend, the Minnesota National Guard said troops have been mobilized and put on standby to help keep the peace if necessary at Governor Tim Walz's direction. Multiple sources tell CBS News the Justice Department is now investigating Walz and Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Frey over an alleged conspiracy to impede federal immigration agents.
We are at a place right now where the Department of Justice or the federal government could be coming after senators and governors and mayors simply for speaking for their respective constituencies and disagreeing with this federal administration. I mean, this kind of thing happens in other countries. This cannot happen in America.
Meanwhile, the Deputy Attorney General said Sunday the DOJ was not investigating the ICE officer who shot and killed Renee Good.
We don't just go out and investigate every time an officer is forced to defend himself against somebody or putting his life in danger. We never do. That has nothing to do with what happened in Minneapolis.
In a Face the Nation appearance yesterday, Homeland Security Secretary Kristi Noem appeared to confirm the agent who shot Renee Good will undergo a standard internal DHS review to see whether he violated protocol. But she also doubled down on the claim that the agent acted, quote, to defend his life. Ian Lee, CBS News, St. Paul, Minnesota.
Man, this shit is just really tacky, man, at the end of the day. I mean, we know what's going on. They're just setting this up and propagating or basically antagonizing the people, because what I've been seeing, through just watching, certain brothers' videos, of this internet. Hey, this is against, like I said, okay, they're doing everything to reverse the Constitution. They basically want to get the Constitution out of here. Now, I'm not a, backer of the Constitution, okay, by, not by any means, because I know that, it deems us as what, 3/5 of a person, okay, and, it's basically a laws to, laws of the land that, is not the Bible, okay, just some man-made laws, okay, to, basically set up governance to, whatever the fuck, all right. Our law of the land is the Holy Scriptures, okay, the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. All right, we do, and we still live to that to this day. Now, of course, we operate in this world, okay, we live peaceably with men if possible, and also we, follow the laws of the land as long as, they don't go against the laws of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, okay. So, they're basically taking people's civil liberties away, and, hey, these people they're in for a world of hurt, man, all right? And part of that hurt is going to be them realizing that the government was never for them, all right? Salakia. And realizing they've been duped, all right? This is Isaiah 10, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed. So these people, they write grievousness, they put these legislations in place. And the thing is, man, you got to give it to Esau. He's cunning. He's a cunning, crafty individual, okay? The scriptures say he's wiser than Daniel. All right, so he and basically he's a serpent. All right, so he is he has these certain qualities about him, okay, where he's just operating as a serpent, okay, beguiling people, using gradualism, okay, using their witchcraft. But hey, the Lord said, "Let your witchcraft stand with thy witchcraft in the day," right? So let's see. Moving on really fast. This is the book of 2nd Esdras 16 and 70. Okay, because martial law is gonna happen on the shores of America, man. I mean, it is evident. All right, even the people that don't follow the Bible per se, or have the Ruach HaKodesh on them to understand the Bible, see what's going on. Okay, Lord says He's gonna pour his spirit upon our flesh in these days, man. 2nd Esdras 16 and 70, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Okay, and that insurrection is revolt against government. Okay. Like I said in the last video, basically it's a revolt against government, okay, and establishing your own, basically what's it called? The word leaves me right now, but it should come back to me. This is 2nd Esdras 15, anarchy. That's the word, anarchy. 2nd Esdras 15 and verse 15. For the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. So it's gonna be, not only civil war, you're gonna have the war, that's heating up right now with the law enforcement, okay, where they're going to bring these troops in, these militarized troops, okay, these, because the police force is already militarized in itself, okay, but that's another video for another day, or another subject for another day. But anyway, so yeah, man, for the sword in their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power. So there you go. This is it right here. This is 2nd Esdras 15 and 16, man. Okay, they're not gonna regard, all right, this insurrection act, because they're not gonna regard the the law, or the law of the land, or whatever, the laws that's set up in this land, in Babylon the Great. Let me put it like that. Okay. You know, and people are gonna take advantage of that because there's some fucked up individuals out here, man. There's some tweaked individuals, all right? Like our aunties used to say, touched individuals, man. All right. And just like these purge movies and all these movies where you see these marauders and these marauders or whatnot, and they go around stealing, graping, robbing, and just killing for no reason. Hey, there's a lot of people that actually fit that mold. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that are actually built like that. Okay, the facts. Not fiction. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Okay, so that's martial law. Okay, and that's what the Insurrection Act brings, martial law. So, this is only a test run. We know this is only a test run. Minneapolis, okay, expected to move to Dallas, bigger cities and states, and ultimately it's going to be NYC, Washington, D.C., and hey, we're just here to report, okay, and filter the news through prophecy, all right, because this is news and prophecy, right? So, Lord willing, that was edifying. I want to give our praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachah HaKodash. Double honors due to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well. Peace, blessings, and safety to the Lord's elect. Shalom.